Hey YouTube, hold on. This is going to be Air Force vlog update. So I have 59 days until I ship out for BMT. And so like last night or sometime yesterday, my recruiter texted me saying, hey, there's a DEP meeting tomorrow, be there. I don't know about you guys, but that's like hella short notice for me, and he always does that, and I'm coming to find out that that's just how he is. He's just late, like, always. Anyway, so I show up, and I didn't see anyone that I recognized. I didn't see my recruiter, so I walk right past the room. I mean, I see Air Force people, but I don't see anyone that I recognize, so I walk right past, and I keep walking, and then I run into, like, Army stuff. So I'm like, I'm obviously not in the right spot. So I turn around, go back, and they're like, hey, you can come join us too, we're family. And I'm like, okay. So I go in and sit down, and we're waiting for like 10 minutes. For some reason, I was expecting my recruiter to be there because I've never had a DEP meeting that he didn't go to. If that makes sense. I don't know, I'm just used to seeing him there. Anyways. Is there a glare? Anyways, I thought this would help with the lean it to the side. Okay, does that help with the glare a little bit? So we're there, and two recruiters are there, and their boss was there. The recruiter's boss was there. So we're talking, and they're like, chances are if you're here, it's for a 45-day briefing. And I didn't know that I was having a 45-day briefing because I have 59 days. So, yeah, they were like, well, so I asked them, and they were like, your 45-day marker is going to be coming up this month, so this is your meeting. I was like, okay, that's weird, but whatever. Besides 45-day briefing, there was people there signing contracts and stuff like that. And I had signed mine, like, 2 weeks ago. This is my song, Outcast. Anyways, okay, focus. So we're there, and they were all talking to us, like, asking us if we had any questions for us. They went around the room and asked, like, they just asked certain people, like, what was the one reason at MEPS why they, like, you know, what made them swear in and stuff like that. So, you know, my luck, I always get chosen to do shit that I don't want to do. So they picked on me, and I was like, well, you know, tradition and all that. And they were like, oh, yeah. Anyway, so besides that, they were like, you guys have any questions? And no one had any questions. So, yeah. Yeah, the meeting went by pretty good. They were telling us, you know, stay out of trouble, of course. But they, like, really stressed it this time, I guess, because it's getting closer and closer. Yeah, and they were like, don't drink and drive. Your friends may think that they have your best interests out, but they do not, and don't let your friends get you in trouble. So I guess that means I won't be going to any more parties, and, you know, I guess I'm, you know, staying in the house every night if I'm not at work or school. Yeah. And they were also like, if you're with someone, have them drive, like, just in general, no alcohol involved, like, if you're with someone, have them drive so that you don't get a ticket for some bullshit and stuff like that. And then, what else? Don't get in trouble. Don't get pregnant. They really stressed that to the girls. There were like 4 girls there. I'm really shocked to see how male-dominated the Air Force is. Like, it's kind of scary. But, yeah, anyways, oh, and they asked everyone, like, if they had signed a 4-year contract or a 6-year contract. Tell me why only 3 people in the room out of, like, 12 people, that's including myself, I'm one of the 3, signed a 6-year contract. Everyone else is, like, signed 4. So, the recruiters and their boss were, like, you know, giving their personal stories about how they signed 4-year contracts when they first joined, and they wish that they would have, signed 6-year contracts. Okay, so this is how they explained it. Your first year of your 4-year term for the military, if you sign a 4-year contract, is going to be training and school. Next is going to be these 3 years. They said usually you're going to spend like 2 to 3 years at your first duty station. So 3 years, that's that. You don't have much time to travel. You're going to base your experience off of that one duty station, and that one duty station could suck. And and then you're going to go around telling other people who want to join the Air Force, no, don't join, because it sucks. When really, it doesn't suck. You just were a dumbass and signed a 4-year enlistment. Just kidding. You're not a dumbass if you sign a 4-year enlistment. But, what else? So they were like, I really stressed you that you signed a 6-year contract, because even in a 4-year contract, like, you don't really even have time to get your degree. Like, if that's what you want to do, get a degree, you don't have time to do that, because first year, you're getting, school and training, as well as other shit. And then your second year, you're getting, like, acclimated to, Air Force living, So you don't really have time to get a degree in 4 years. Anyways, but I don't know about y'all, but I'm joining and I'm making it a career. So, I just figured, I'm going to spend 20 years doing this, so I might as well start at high and do 6, So, They were also telling us that, when your boss goes to, like let's say there's something that needs to be done, and they have you, like a privilege, not like something terrible. Like, there's a privilege, and it's between you and someone else. If you sign a 6-year contract and they sign a 4-year contract, they're going to say, okay, well, who has the commitment? The person who signed the 6-year contract. So he was like, that's going to benefit you in the long run. They also told us about the CCAF, Community College of the Air Force, which my recruiter had never spoken to me about that, like, ever. So I didn't really know too much about it. So when they were like, raise your hand if you know what the CCAF is, and I was like, along with like 11 of the 12 people that were there, because I guess that's not something that recruiters typically talk about a lot. So she was like, basically, the CCAF is Community College of the Air Force, and when you go to basic training, I think she said you're getting like 8, what'd she say? I don't remember. She said you're getting 8 physical fitness something college credits. As well as, when you go to your tech school, however many college credits your tech... Okay, when you go on the airforce.com website and you click on careers, and then, like, just click on the first job you see. It doesn't have to be what you want. But click on it, and then it'll be, like, below the description of the job, and it'll say, like, tech school location, and then it'll say college credits. That's what this is. So, like, let's say me, I believe I have 30 to 40. At the end of the semester, I should have like 40, I believe. Yeah. It'll either be like 30 to 40 college credits that I'll have. So then when I go to basic training, that's 8 more college credits. And then when I go to tech school, let's say my tech school, I'm supposed to get like, let's say I'm going to get like 12 credits from tech school. So now, if I have 40 credits from college, and then 8, and then 12, that's 60 college credits right there. I'm like halfway to an associate's. Anyways, so after that, so you might as well do 6 years. And that's the community college. And, they were like, that's like really a benefit of the Air Force, is that they have their own community college, because the other branches don't, and they like fuck around with your credits a lot, I guess. And they were like, everyone gets an associate's degree in the Air Force. If you're in the Air Force and you don't have an associate's degree, I don't know what to tell you. You didn't do something right. That's all I have to say. So besides that, today's Friday, tomorrow's Saturday. Sunday, I want to say next Sunday, because it's not in this week. So next Sunday, even though it's closer to today than it. Anyways, oh, my neighbors are pulling out. They're gonna see me with this hat on. I'm like, what the fuck? She's so weird. I don't care. Anyways, yeah. So Sunday there's supposed to be like this NASCAR thing, and the Air Force has like their own sponsored car and stuff like that. It has like the Air Force thing on it. And so there's supposed to be like 3 master sergeants or something like that are gonna be there. And is it master sergeant? I don't know. I need to study. Like, I know nothing about ranks and stuff like that. The highest rank I know is tech sergeant. That's about it. And yeah, I need to study my Airman's Creed. It's so weird that I only have like 59 days left. And it's going to fly because Thanksgiving is in like a week and a half, right? And then after that, it's Christmas. And then after that, I'm leaving. Anyways, yeah. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, they're having like people who are high up come to this NASCAR thing for the Air Force. And, they're going to do like a mock swearing so that people can see, you know, I don't know, I guess so people can feel American and people can feel like, you know, their Air Force is doing something for them and they're experiencing something. I don't know specifically why it's there, but yeah. So I get at my last DEP meeting, I've had like 2 DEP meetings since the last video I made. My bad. I just was feeling lazy. I didn't feel like making a video, but I'm making one now, and it's going to be like 20 minutes long because I'm already at 11:56. Anyways. So, I was supposed to go this Sunday, but when I was supposed to take my family with me, so I needed 7 tickets total. When something is free, you take advantage of something being free. So, I told them I needed 7 tickets, and that's including myself. And my recruiter was like, okay. So, I get to the meeting today, and they're like, well, there's only 45 tickets total. So, you know, you're not going to be able to bring anyone. That's all going to be for recruits. I'm like, damn, I wish my recruiter would have, like, told me that so that I wouldn't have invited my family, because now I've invited them, and yeah, I'm going to break some hearts today. But yeah, what else? That's so weird. I just found 2 work name tags in my car. Weird. So yeah, they said that there's another one in December, and I told my recruiter I'll go to that one instead of this one, because, like, right now I just have too much homework to do and stuff like that. I'm busy. I never realized how busy I am until I sit down and think about how busy I am. So yeah. That's my Air Force vlog update, and I think I'm going to make another video where I talk about the little Facebook drama that I got into on BMT, on the BMT Facebook page thing. Maybe I'll just talk about it in this one, because I don't want to make another one. So, long story short, I have this friend named Cedric. He just shipped off to basic training like 4 days ago. So, shout out. Anyways, but before he left, he was telling me, like, that's weird. Who are you? Before he left, he was telling me, like, don't join the Air Force, you know, your ship date BMT page, because there's a lot of, like, dumbasses on there, and, oh, that sucks. Okay. Sorry, the glare is, like, anyways, maybe this will help? Yeah, there we go. So he was like, don't join, because there's just, like, a lot of dumbasses and drama and crap like that. I'm using this hat to block out the glare from behind me, but I don't think it's working. I just look like a retard. Yeah, whatever. I'm done with it. So, I didn't listen, because, like always, I like to bump my head for myself. So, I joined, and I noticed that people were asking a lot of retarded questions. Like, okay, I know some of you are going to say, Jessica, it's not retarded. Just because you didn't ask the question doesn't mean that it's retarded. But, I mean, really, they're dumb questions. This guy, okay, so the situation that came up just recently, like, I think it was Monday or something. This guy posts a post on the page, and he's like, has anyone started packing for basic training yet? And I commented, and I said something to the extent of, because it's a January BMT ship date page, okay? January. We're in November right now. So, a whole bunch of people commented and liked it, and, I was like, no, I haven't, because we have, like, 2 months, you know, to pack. And he was like, no, if you're wise, you'll do it now, because you're going to be busy. And I was like, I guarantee I'm not going to be busy every day of the 60 days that we have to wait. And he was like, well, you know, just do it yourself. And I was like, dude, like, it makes no sense. Like, you have 60 days to pack. Why are you doing it now? And why are you spending a bajillion bucks on shit that you, like, they're gonna make you replace anyway. So he was like, look, chick, you're really starting to annoy me, so get off of my post. And I was like, whoa, swerve. I was like, I forgot what I said. I probably said something like, no, I said, wow, you're a douche. And, it was like, well, you're really starting to annoy me. I asked, what did he said? I don't know, but he was a smart ass. If y'all want, y'all can go on the January BMT page and look. I forgot his name. His name is like Matthew something. His last name starts with a V. He really pissed me off. I was like, man, I hope all dudes in the Air Force are not dicks like he is. And he's a dumbass dick. Like, it makes no sense to me. How can you be a dick and try to tell people what to do when you're dumb as fuck and you, like, excuse my language. I'm, like, really heated. I'm, like, getting hot right now. Anyway, so that experience taught me that I need to work on my patience with dumbass people. And I don't always have to say anything. Sometimes I just need to, you know, just stand by idly and not say a thing and just not give a fuck. Sometimes I'm discovering that sometimes in situations, like, the best thing to do is just not give a fuck. If it doesn't affect you, then just don't give a fuck, and it'll save yourself. Or I've noticed that it saves me some dumb shit, some dumbass drama shit. So, yeah, I'm gonna work on that. Patience and, what is it? Patience and tolerance for dumbasses. Yeah, so that's my video. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe to my channel. I think I have like 80-some followers now, and I'm like 6,000 or 5,000 something views. Yeah, follow me on Facebook, or add me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Subscribe to me on YouTube. And yeah, I'll put like my usernames down there. Yeah. That's about it. Oh, I told you guys in one of my other videos that my family was like, fuck, no, open mechanical. But then I explained to them, like, why I want to go right now. And they were like, because they understood that I'd probably have to wait a couple more months if I waited for a specific job. I told my dad, you know, I don't want to risk the chances of me doing something stupid and, you know, disqualifying myself for getting in trouble or whatever. And he was like, yeah, I understand. So now my family is, like, accepting it, and they're like, okay, go for open mechanics. You'll do good in whatever you do. I'm like, damn right. Anyways, but, yeah. Okay, bye.